The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, what an absolute classic of a game. And you may be wondering, what's the point in doing an OP build for a game that's 5 years old, when there's so many new games you can play? And to that I have to say, let's get started. So if you're planning on doing this build yourself, there's a good chance you already have some skills built up. And in that case, you'll want to go to your local merchant, and this merchant doesn't have it. Okay, so I found a merchant that sells it. You want this potion right here of clearance. It returns all your ability points back to you, so you can distribute them as you wish. Alright, now we just need to give this potion a drink. What's nice about this build is it's not necessarily set in stone. You can put a few personal touches here and there, and so I'll go over those first actually. One thing that you don't need, but I like to have, is the strength training for your strong attack. Then what I also do is I do rage management, so if my stamina level is too low, signs can be cast using adrenaline points. To complement that, I use active shield, which while you're creating it, it gives you health while you're attacked. So that way you can use adrenaline points not only to cast signs, but you can use it to heal up in a bind. Personal preference I like to do is arrow deflection. It's just a cool ability. I like having it. I don't like being without it. And that's about it on that. So for the real build, we're going to be doing an adrenaline point build. And for this, we're going to want our fast attack leveled all the way up. We're going to want fleet foot. And we're going to want the critical chance hit for fast attacks. Fleet foot makes it so you don't get hurt while you're dodging. Precise blows makes your critical hit chance go way up for your fast attacks. Now on top of this, we're going to want the whirl ability, and this is a very powerful attack that Geralt can use that attacks everyone in the area. And then we're also going to want undying, which basically if you have adrenaline points, when you die, you won't die. You'll get all your health back. Same thing with razor focus. This makes it so when you enter a battle, you already have adrenaline points and you don't need to hit anybody to get them, which is very helpful. And then finally, we want to use deadly precision, and this makes it so each adrenaline point you have adds 1% chance to killing an opponent instantly. And this is very useful for fighting enemies that are actually way higher level than you. You can actually just kill them super easily if you're under leveled, and it's kind of OP actually. Oh. Finally, we have Crippling Strikes or Resolve, and what Resolve does is makes it so your adrenaline points don't lose as much when you get hit, but I prefer Crippling Strikes because this applies a bleeding effect when you hit people, and this can be very powerful, especially in enemies that run away after you hit them. And so this is our build right here, and it doesn't seem like much right now, and because it kind of isn't yet. Let's put on our greater Red Mutagens here. So you get attack power plus 40 on all your red attributes, and then I like to use plus 150 vitality for the third one, or for the fourth one. So that build doesn't seem like too much on its own. It's all right. It's pretty good. It's okay. But what really makes this build extra powerful is your gear. And so I have armor that gives you plus 20% adrenaline point gain, and you could put runestones on all your armor to get even more adrenaline point gain. And then my silver sword also has adrenaline point gain, and same with my steel sword. My steel sword also has these runes I put on them that increases the range of whirl, which makes it insane when fighting human enemies. As you can see, there's a large group of human enemies right here, a very large group of them actually, but we can use all our abilities together in order to fight them. Fuck! Alright, no more fucking around, and I'm fucking dead. I'm fucking dead. Hold on. Alright. Bad example. I fucked it. Time to throw away the GameCube. Alright, so if you're not garbage, this should be cake, honestly. And so the best way to use this build is to group everyone together and just start going to town with your whirl ability. And you can see the whirl ability has extra range because of the runes I've put on my sword. And I just died, but I lived because I had adrenaline points. And you can see how quickly this build becomes very OP, especially in large groups of people. Get fucked. And that's just one example of how you can use the build. You can use it on large groups of monsters as well, even small groups of monsters, and it works fairly well. Monsters are a little bit more difficult to fight than humans, obviously, but it works just the same. Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole build. You can put the same runes that I have on my steel sword on your silver sword to increase the range of whirl, and that would be pretty good as well. I just haven't done it. This build's great for not only fighting huge groups, but like individuals as well. The deadly precision ability makes it so you can fight enemies that are way higher level than you, and along with the fleet foot ability, you can just dodge all their attacks and not be hurt, and with full adrenaline points, you have a good chance of killing them instantly, which is insane. What I assume most people would use this build for is if you're doing like a new game plus run, and you're trying to beat the game on Death March or something like that. This build would come very in handy for that. So thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, hey, leave a like, and if you didn't, you can suck my fucking dick.